Hello there folks, my name is Great Mighty Poe, and welcome to episode 19? I think it's episode 19? Yeah, episode 19 of my Cinders version 2.09 walkthrough. So, once again no shout out, but let's just get into it. So, for a reason, my 20-minute farming video has got over twice the views of my actual walkthrough episode, so maybe it's just to do with the length. People don't want to sit through an hour and a half long video, so yeah, I think next series might cut things down to try and keep them up to about half an hour. But as you can see today, this is the build. So we are the Nameless King, pretty much. So we have the Lightning Dragon Slayer Sword Spear, Fire Censoring Palm, to show off what that looks like. Lightning Dragon Slayer Sword Spear, so I was torn between this and the Quarterstaff, but the Quarterstaff doesn't have any natural faith scaling, so it's all physical, all dex, so yeah. Wanted to try that out, but it just wouldn't fit with the build, so yeah. We also have the Throbbing Sunlight Talisman, so throbbing, reduction in FP cost, and it also gives us some cast speed, which is why I chose it. Could have gone Sanctuary Belvine for even more cast speed, but don't think it would have fit the look quite so well, and this one's much higher spell buff, so much stronger. We have the full Nameless King set, which is lightning damage, so got it from the handmaid, never showed that. We have Vinheim Scholars on, because I need some of the crystal fragments, or whatever they are. Then we have the Saint's Ring, the Ring of Favour, the Ring of the Sun's Firstborn, so more miracle damage. And then Chloranthy, because a lot of the stuff we have is very stamina intensive, so yeah. And we can take off that, because that's just for farming. And also that. So, yeah, I think we've got everything. Just stats and spells, so yeah. I did grind a bit off camera. Well, on camera technically, I uploaded that. There was one kill that didn't get uploaded before I started recording, so 28 Vigor, 30 Attunement, 27 Endurance, and then 12 Strength, 30 Dex, and 60 Faith. So, yeah, quite a stat intensive this weapon, but oh well. Because we do need that 60 Faith because of our spells. So, Miracles we are rocking. I had an extra attunement slot, so I shoved on Refined Lightning Arrow again. We also have Homing Sunlight Spear, so the extended version of Sunlight Spear. And then Sunlight Stake, which is the extended version of Lightning Stake. We also have Bountiful Sunlight. So, normal Bountiful Sunlight, I think, is 900 HP for 60 seconds. So, this just lasts twice as long. So, you get 1800 HP. So, it's just constant HP regen, which is pretty nice. I think I could actually use this and the Calamity Ring together. But, yeah, I was going to stick with that. And then also Sacred Oath. So, I think the last 60 seconds. So, or 30 seconds saying, I don't know. Let's go for getting into a boss fight, which we have a few of them this episode, so just double check, make sure things are recording right. Yeah, so let's jump into it. And actually I can just quickly check the time. Okay, so we're at about 11:30 again, so might try and throw in the more order as well. Maybe, I don't know. We're gonna head down here first and head down to the depths. Because 3 bosses to take down, 2 of them, or it doesn't really matter. Because we have one below the tower and one in the actual tower. The one in the actual tower is much easier, so let's go take down the difficult one first. A lot of people probably here to watch. And there we go. And this is going to be extremely fun going down here. So I don't want to actually sacrifice any of my rings. So actually I'll switch out the leggings. And what do we got? Null's full damage, Null's full damage. What looks better fashion wise? Probably both look terrible. Oh, those don't look too bad actually. I know Jester, yeah, they look pretty bad. There might be Boots of the Explorer. I don't think we have any others that null full damage in this bit here. Doesn't seem like it, so we'll stick with them. And they should null full damage. We're not getting the icon for a reason, but hey, should be fine. And Yeah, it's a difficult maneuver to pull off. You can roll, turn around, and plunge them. And now we're gonna start getting shot at. And I do see the crystal lizard, so... Okay, for his net just wouldn't target him. He's gonna fall off, isn't he? Yep. Yeah, I honestly, at this point, I don't care. Well, he did die, because he has crystal fragments, so his corpse might be down there. Well, I had lock on. Okay, well, I want lock on with the one around the corner, because I think I can actually hit him with this. Apparently not, though. So, I don't have any FP regen at all, and stuff keeps getting paused, so... 400 damage while he's blocking, though, that's pretty damn nice. So, yeah, this does have a muffin moveset, but the two-handed is just pretty pokey on the one hand, so if you want something more slashy with one hands, then one-hand it. So over here is some blue bug pellets, and I can see him up there. Can I hit him with this though? Oh, I can, that did a shit ton of damage. Nice. So, now comes the fun part. Oh, this is going to be fun. Because I want to head back up to where he is, because I can't remember if there's any items up there or not. I don't think there is, so... I think we drop down here. And I'm lagging a bit, and I hope this doesn't show up too badly on the video. And then we head over here. Now we need to get onto this branch here. Hey, first try. And let's not get knocked off by that. And so that takes us up here. Takes us all the way up here. I don't think there's any items up here. But I need to come up here anyway. Because up here, this is way back in the Oriental episodes. This is where that warp is. So, yeah, let's make our way back down. Trying not to get hit. Lagging all the way apparently. My computer's been having some troubles recently, I don't know why. It's only going to get worse for the convergence because that's quite graphics intensive. Same with my Champion's Ashes. Completely mind blank on that name for a second there. So you can snipe him if you're skilled enough. But I'm just going to go down there. Because what's the worst that could happen? And okay, don't fall off, don't fall off. Oh hey, the crab is completely visible. Why is the crab completely visible? Okay. So yeah, nothing unwise, and yeah, you see it's crystal lizard. Hey! An 80 gets dropped from it. As his first try, which is a first, I think. I've never done his first try, ever. I have no clue how I did it. But yeah, I think up here is just nothing, so yeah. Fire palm, which as you can see, looks pretty cool. So we can speed across here. And get legged all the way across. So some lizard hide. And a bonfire. And now we can switch off the boots of the explorer and shove back on the dragon scale leggings. Dragon scale waistcloth. It's actually going to be pretty good in this set because it does have pretty good fire resistance. And okay, yeah, I like this. That's some spicy damage. And I could swear there's one more. I don't know where that one is, so we're just gonna move on. So let's go take out this tree woman. I just need to get their attention. Let's go Sunlight Stake. Sunlight Stake is just a lot cheaper. I don't know about the damage. Doing about 200 damage per swing there, so let's try Sunlight Spear. Need to wake this one up. Come on, wake up. So 200 damage at range, and then we get up close. 300 damage. But that takes a lot more stamina, so for actual boss fight, we'll use Sunlight Stake just cause stamina. Okay. Yeah, these guys don't take much damage, which kind of pisses me off. So, this tree woman here, she actually has cut dialogue. Well, one of the tree women does, and everyone believes it's this one, and it's also believed to be Pontiff's mother. So, yeah. Hey, that hit. And here we do get the Sorceress Flame. I mentioned last episode, I think I forgot about where that was, so Sorceress Flame is pretty cool though. So this is both sorceries and pyromancies, so pretty damn cool. And it gives you more FP as well, so pretty nice. Now we can continue over here. I'm gonna hit up the ladder. Longest ladder in the game, I believe. Why? Why is this a thing? I guess they needed a way back up. And you can't go back up that way, I guess. So they put this here just in case you're not using bonfires or something. I don't know. What else can I talk about? Oh yeah, I've looked at this place in Map Studio quite a lot, so oftentimes you'll find dummy enemies, which are enemies that were placed, but they're dummied out, so they won't actually appear in the world at all. So one of the dummy enemies down there was a caster sandworm. So I'm not sure if that's vanilla or if that's Cinders, but apparently there's plans for one of them down there. So an Arctic caster sandworm, that could have been interesting. And I actually wondered about those frost crabs, because they're just base game crabs with a unique texture. And I have managed to slap that texture onto the base game crabs. I wonder if we could actually have those in the base game. Have them in Earthil. I know DLC enemies crash, but if you're just taking their textures, it shouldn't crash. So here, we get some bright bugs. And that's it. That's all we came here before. Was some bright bugs. Pointless. Utterly pointless. Now I suppose I can't put them off any longer. We have to go take them on. So, can I level? Can I sacrifice some souls and level? I don't want to go in here with this many souls. I can sell that. Sell that. Is that enough? 101k? No, I need 106k. Okay. Let's also sacrifice the lizard type then. And put another point in endurance. There we go. So I actually would have preferred to keep going for leveling, go up to 30-30 of vigor and endurance, but yeah, you can only farm Untitled Abomination for so long before it starts to drive you insane. So I was kind of forced to choose with him because he just gives the most souls. Because if you didn't know, going on a tangent here, the boss souls here, they give very little souls, so they are worth practically nothing. But the Untitled Abomination gives a slab, which is worth 25k, so got around that limitation. And I get more souls, and he doesn't have as much health as the other bosses that give that many souls. So Aldrich, I think, has slightly more HP and gives the exact same amount of souls, but again, his actual souls worth nothing compared to a Titanite slab. So I'm just talking not have to go on this fog wall, because I know what's waiting for me. My big blue ugly bastard thingy. Oh, I hate this thing. Let's get Lingering Bountiful Sunlight up. Sacred Oath. And need some Crimson Water. And let's head in here and die horribly, probably. So here we have Princess Yngvil, or as she was known, the Frostfire Colossus. Oh god. So I'm wanting to keep away from her because she is very scary. I don't have a choice now, I'm out of FP. And yep. Ow. So now she's going to summon her pet, so she's going to stay down there. And dropping out of the tower will be her pet wolf. And this thing likes to run around a lot, so it's a pain to fight. And switch back to Estes, just in case. Oh, stagger. And they came out of it instantly. What the heck? And they're probably going to go to phase 2 now. And I'm just going to... take them down nice and quickly, pop some of this. And for phase 2, I'm also going to pop a Combustion Pedal to get some more damage against demons. And let's just get a couple spears on them while they're still down. They're going to do that. That's signifying they're going into the next phase. So I'm just going to go back here. Cast Sacred Oath. Ow. Okay, here comes the rings. The rings just suck, so... yeah, you need some frost resistance. Well, not frost resistance, fire resistance. So yeah, I did the texture sort of thing. I also stuck a dagger in its, well, left eye. So, oh yeah. You can see the damage this thing does with some of those attacks. It's quite high. Forgot about that attack. Back off. Oh, here come the rings again. Yeah. As the thing is, dodging some of these things is near impossible. And it used to have an even smaller arena, so... we're just gonna heal up because I know what's coming. Yep. Ow. Yeah, those frost rings, I don't know what Val's did with them, but there's like 15 of them all stacked on top of each other, all around the arena, so you just can't get away from them. So, when I was up in the tower, it was just one frost ring. That was the entire tower, but here, no. There is multiple rings, and they all overlap, and you can just take massive damage and die. So, in some ways it's easier than the Frostfire Colossus, in some ways it's harder. Well, actually a lot of ways it's easier, but it's just... the frost rings are somehow worse, and I don't have anything to sell, do I? Ugh. And yeah, FP is a big issue, because this weapon takes so much decent stats. Because I would have liked to gone up to 40 attunement and get some more FP, but I'd be sacrificing every other stat at that point, so yeah. Unfortunately, I'm stuck with what I have, And I'm also out of Crimson Water. So at this point, I need more Crimson Water. I can't fight without it. And I have to go to Archdragon anyway to pick up an item I missed. So yeah, I need souls. I literally, I cannot do this without those. So random mid-episode farming because this boss sucks. I literally don't have a choice. I need souls, and yeah. So I'm not gonna bother healing on this one. I'm just gonna go Sacred Oath. And we need an item from this area anyway, so I would have to come here anyway. Okay, why do you dodge those attacks? This boss sucks. Oh, there was a baby cry there. I missed one. What? How did I miss one? Tighten that Abomination deck down, so yeah, I needed more souls. But we had to come here anyway. So yeah, they're gonna summon the Drake Blood, but we need to come into here. Cause we need to take out them. So over here is some Titanite chunks, and then over here, which I hope the Drake Blood is coming after me, is the Serpentine set, so I think it's more cut armor. And I don't think the Drake Blood's coming after me, so Serpentine set is magic damage. So that's a set the summoners wear. So option there. Now let's head back to the shrine and get some more Crimson Water. Again, I think, yeah, I did see in the patch notes, like the only thing I've liked in the patch notes is the frost rings are getting toned down next version. So those, the rings that killed me because I tried to get FP back and I couldn't do anything. So come down here. Yeah, I know. Shut up, Yuria. And I can buy a 10 of that.
Link the fire.
I'm not a Lord of Hollows, so Now let's roll back to the depths of the painting. So a little side tangent there, just to get more items. Again, I could have got them off camera or something, or edited my video, but no. You're gonna watch me kill another boss to be able to fight another boss, because that's fun. Again, the reason why I hate this boss so much is because of all the drama surrounding it, and also because I helped create it. So I did the textures, with Fonzo's help, like the dagger inside, blah blah blah. And I think this time we can actually pop a combustion pedal right away. And I don't care about where my souls are in this arena because they are impossible to find. Okay. Yeah, a lot of her attacks I don't know how to dodge. And here comes the wolf again. What is with the weapon art on this weapon? It never hits what you need it to. And this wolf, I don't know why this fight is like this. Because the wolf is just not fun to fight at all, with how much it moves around the arena. Because I'm constantly chasing the damn thing. And it does that, where you can't actually stagger it. Are you kidding me? Just die, you stupid bloody wolf. Now let's keep popping Crimson Water because we need that FP. And let's go see how much Sunlight Stag does. Okay. Well, are you going to do your phase 2 thingy, you stupid bloody demon? Do you actually work? What is wrong with this thing? Are you going to go to phase 2 now? Or have you skipped the animation entirely? You skipped the animation entirely, haven't you? Again, I don't like this boss. There we go. Now you're doing it. Why? That only did 900 damage, so that wasn't worth it. And I'm probably dead now. Now we got the rings, and I picked a bad time to pop that, didn't I? Okay, I'm just gonna roll away because I don't know what else to do with that attack, except just roll blindly. Because that's what you meant to do with the boss, is just roll blindly. Doesn't help, I can't get him more than one attack at a time. Okay, what the heck? Why are you so fast? Oh, that's, yep, okay, yeah. This is going about as well as I thought it would. And out of FP again. Oh, for Pete's sake. I still don't have any FP, are you kidding me? Nearly dead, come on. Thank God, glad that's over. So we get the tome and the soul, and yeah. I'm still not happy with this boss, like. Granted, it is meant to be an in-game boss, so you fight at the same time as Gale and Medea, but at the same time as that, it's an Ariandel. It's before the DLC, it's before the second DLC. It should be easier, but it's not. It's still kept as a super boss, which kind of pisses me off, because that design philosophy I just hate. If people are going to fight stuff in order, then the bosses should be tiered in terms of difficulty. And this thing still just punishes you way too badly with some of its attacks. We can get a couple levels out of it though, and we can move on from this boss and hit Donald's Respite. So yeah, again, I'm overly harsh on that boss in particular just because of how things were with it. So honestly, if I would actually say, I would think it's a perfectly fine boss, but yeah, I just have too many personal ties to the thing, so I hate the damn thing. Unfortunately. I wish I'd never been involved in its creation. That way I could probably just criticize it fairly, but yeah. Well, we took down that thing with one hit, so that's good. That gives us some Rime Blue Moss. So, once again, need to go back to the Boots of the Explorer. Because, yeah, down in there is our next boss. I don't think there's any items out on this branch. I'm trying to remember where the items are. So I think I missed a crystal lizard that's out here. I think we can save quit and see if it shows up again. I think it's out here. Hey, okay. There is one. There we go. So, yeah, I haven't actually mentioned my build. Well, I have mentioned my build at the start, but I'm not the biggest fan of such weapons that require such heavy stats. With also my spells requiring really heavy stats as well, because it's just a nightmare combination where I've had to give up on my FP, which, as you can see during the Princess Yngvil fight, was a huge issue. Because most of my damage is coming from my miracles. But, yeah. I can't cast too many of them because I have wanted to wield a particular weapon, which isn't the most fun. So, there we got Odessa's letter. So, this is the one thing left of the original Frostfire Colossus. And this is Odessa's letter. So, yeah. For whatever reason, this got left behind, because originally, if you read this, you can read about the original lore of the Colossus, so, yeah. So it mentions the crystal, which would have been Yngvil's crystal, and it mentions Pontiff Knights, so, the original Frostfire Colossus, it started off with 2 of the Rigid Tendons with it, which, yeah, that was fun. Starting off the fight with a gank, always a good start. But then as the fight progressed, once you got into the first phase, so that animation where it got covered in frost and it did the spinning around the hammer thing, as it was going to second phase, when it did that, it would summon a blizzard. And that blizzard would start proccing frostbite on you and on the boss. And as frostbite procced on the boss, it would get certain buffs. And one of those, it would summon more of the clerics. One of those, it would summon an Outrider Knight. It would become inactive during the Outrider Knight bit, but yeah. It was a very complicated boss, and yeah, it didn't really fit in with the design philosophy of what is in Cinders already, so I think it opened the door for Valza adding more custom bosses, because before that there wasn't really any. So yeah. They were all mini-bosses mostly. There wasn't anything with a boss bar that was actually added. And obviously the Colossus is going off. So, yeah, as you can see, a Frostfire Torch. I think that's actually Muffin's own VFX. So, the actual frost-infused torch is completely different. It has its own look that I did. So, there are 2 types of Frostfire Torches in this game. Well, in this mod. And also Princess Yngvil, I had to also go in and tweak her VFX recently and make it a bit less bright, but it's still pretty damn bright as you saw during the fight. Tweaking VFX brightness is just pure agony. It never seems to actually do anything. So this here, you must encounter Prince Dorthinus to commune with the Fallen Knight. You can't actually commune with that, so that'll take you back up top. But it's been broken constantly. But I think that's fixed for in the playtest, so next version, hopefully, finally, might finally be fixed, I don't know. So let's go in here, let's buff up. And we're going to encounter a reskin boss. So this is a Millwood Knight as Velstat. Ow. So this thing is actually very scary. Ah, come on you. as you can see, not as difficult as Yngvil. So this is the one I would recommend taking on first, but out of FP. Again. You can hear the bell going off as he's swinging that. The player version of that weapon doesn't have bell swings, just to not be annoying. It could be done, but it would get very annoying very quickly. Okay, we're going to circle around the arena. Right, I forgot that has an AoE, so you must stand in front of him when he does that. Let's hit you with another Sunlight Spear. And I can hit you with this. I don't like how slow you're walking towards me. And that is him taken down. So that was Prince Dorthinus. So, more lore of him. He was after the princess, and the princess turned into a demon or whatever, and he's here. I don't know. Again, the lore was changed a lot in this area, and some of it makes sense, some of it doesn't, so yeah. And more of these Frostfire torches. But if you come out here, it should just say, yep, the same message, even though we just killed him. So, yeah. I guess we need back to the shrine. Oh, that's not matter. Because there's 2 bosses down. Now we need to go take on Freed. Which, this should go well. So we'll get some more of the Crimson Water. How much of that do we actually have left? We have 4. So let's get a little bit more of that then. Let's get another 10 of that. So, actually before I go and while I'm here, I'm going to go talk to Grudor. And I don't even figure out what curse it is. So, curses, I think it is Frailty? Yeah, this one. So if you have this one on and you're fighting Freed, good luck. Because one of the whole things with her is that she's easy to stagger, which makes her a little bit more forgiving. So if you can't stagger her, then she's going to be constantly attacking you. Combine that with something like Curse of Wrath, and yeah, have fun. You want a free super boss, you can have a free super boss. And that's another thing that I didn't like about the Colossus, is we already have optional difficulty. It's called the Curses. If you want an optionally difficult boss, then just shove some curses on. We don't need a super boss. It's just pointless. So let's go down here.
What stops thine ears? Please, my flail, right away.
Well, I don't have a flail, but I do have a rather large sword spear.
Bring Frida to me, please. Canst thou not see the flame flickering once again? Soon will it surge. I can see it, feel it.
Fret not, Father. We have no need of thy flail. It is only the flame quivering at misguided ash. Please avert thine eyes. I will snuff out these ashes for good.
Oh, this is gonna go wonderfully. So let's go fight Lady Maria. I mean, Sister Freed. Okay. That knocks her on her ass. Okay. Let's keep lingering Bountiful Sunlight going. Are you... Okay, yeah, apparently she's... So, it's one thing I never mentioned. She was made harder to stagger. So let's get Sacred Oath going. Did I get that off? No. Okay, well actually what I'm going to do, because I like to buff before going into a fight, I'm going to start over. Just because that fight you have to trigger and then you can buff, and yeah. I'd rather just trigger my buffs before I go in. So we'll start that over. So, yeah. Now we can buff up and go into the fight and not immediately get killed trying to buff. Oh, and I forgot to rest. So, traveling back to a bonfire doesn't refill your consumables, by the way. So, I have one less crimson than I would like. So you can see the homing on that was rather nice. Yeah, so she was made harder to stagger, for whatever reason. But you can see Sunlight Spear knocks her on her ass. Okay, I heard something break over here. Okay, I didn't mean to skip that, but yeah, I needed to heal and I just want to get out of the cutscene. I did not mean to cast Sunlight Stag. Oh, that was a waste of FP. Yeah, Papa Ariandel going crazy. There we go. Let's heal up. Pop our last Crimson Water. Which, that's not good. I guess we have Rouge Water. Let's get Sacred Oath going again. Yeah, my stamina is getting quite low there, so I just want to back off at this point. Yeah, take that to the face. Oh, the homing on that. Brilliant. Yeah, get your ass knocked to the floor. Actually, it's gone a lot better than I would have thought. Well, I say that, and it's really gonna kill me right at the end. Hey! Free down. Well, technically second try, but I count it as first try because I left before I died, so. That's free taken down. Nice. And I suppose we should reset the area so the painter moves, so bonfire lost rest of that. And then we'll go talk to the painter. She should have moved up there. Should have. Maybe. I don't know. So let's go back to Speedy Palm and head on up there. So yeah, you can see the huge gap in power between something like Freed and the Colossus. Well, Yngvil now. Which, yeah. I really don't like that Freed, with how powerful she is. She's still so much weaker than something like Princess Yngvil. So Princess Yngvil should not be as strong as Freed, at least in my opinion. Yeah. If you wanted a super boss, put a super boss in the Ring City. Honestly.
I can hear the fire crackle, and soon I will see it. My thanks, Ashen One. I will finish the painting of a cold, dark, and very gentle place, so that it might make a home for someone someday. My thanks, Ashen. I will have a so that it.
Because I think in terms of FromSoft super bosses, I think Medea is probably the only one I can think of, but he's not really. Well, he, she. I don't know what Medea is. Medea's a dragon. I think he has a gender. But Medea I would consider some form of a super boss. But once you figure out how to fight them, they're not too bad. But with Princess Yngvil, it's no really figuring out how to fight it because it all feels so random. So yeah. So Medea, you can just focus on the head and dodge backwards. Yngvil, try and get in attacks and dodge and just panic roll all over the place. Like, yeah. But actually, what time is it? I forgot to put my phone beside me, so I have no clue. I've only been at this about half an hour. Do I dare? Oh, I do dare. Let's go waste 100,000 souls. Let's go take on the Marauder. So, oh, actually. Oh, for Pete's sake, I hate these hollows. I need to go back to the shrine because I need to get some more of the crimson stuff before fighting this guy. I wish we still had Ashen Estus. Honestly, it is just frustrating not being able to cast your miracles or spells or whatever because your FP gets paused for so long. I really don't like the current FP regen system. So we got a ton more of them. And I think with this boss, because it does have a lot of health, but probably also got to put on the Rouge Water. So that's a bunch of that. And let's go take on the Marauder. And if you hit me, I will rage quit. These hollows, they just don't leave you alone. So, yeah. So let's get Bountiful Sunlight going first. And then we're going to actually wake him up and then cast Sacred Oath. Okay. Let's pop a Crimson Water. Yeah. So this guy is a reskinned Solar Cinder. But he is tougher. And he doesn't stagger. Yeah, just trying to get a heal off. He really doesn't like that. And yeah, he changes phases like that as well, same as Cinder. Oh yeah. What are you at now? Oh, you're at spear phase? Oh shit. We've got Artorias jumping now. And if he goes to the Curved Sword phase, watch out, he can backflip into that coffin. Oh, this Curved Sword phase. Ah, shit. Did that hit? Nope, that missed. Okay. I'm just gonna run. Because Souls in the Curve phase is pure ass. Yeah, more Crimson Water, please. I like this phase. I can just stand back here and biff Sun Spears at him. And now we're down to Rouge Water, so this is bad. And he's back to Sword phase, so just gonna back off. I am just being extremely cautious with this guy because, once again, 100,000 souls. So I want you to transform into something a bit easier to take on. Okay, that I can punish. That looks like Spear again. Oh crap. Nope, that's Curved Sword. Curved Sword. Run, run, run. No, I'm not coming near you. Go away. Yeah, I'm not coming near you while you're in that phase. Stuff you. I hate that he can dodge in this phase. Oh, that's Power Within. Oh, that's not good. Power Within, and he goes to Caster phase? Okay. I'm just gonna sit here and pop Rouge Water all day. Yeah, I can just sit here and do this, mate. Yeah, that's all we can do. And final hit. Marauder taken down first try. Oh, thank God. Nice. Oh, that went so much better than I thought. So I think last time I fought this guy was with a strength build, and it took all my Estus and 5 divine blessings. So yeah, with this guy, it's same as Cinder. Just wait for the right phase to punish, because if you don't, like I was at the start of the fight, then he's going to punish the crap out of you. But now we have a shit ton of souls, which is really nice. And now we get back to Firelink, and take a look at soul positions, and then head off to the Dreadkeep. Because I'm not going to spend any of these souls, because I'm going to need them. So why are you back here?
5 lords, all the Ashen One, and let the law attune.
Okay, I don't know why she's back here. Why are you back by the bonfire? Maybe because I went to the Cemetery of Ash bonfire? I don't know. But now we have a bunch of stuff we can transpose, which is Pretty cool. So let's talk to a lot of this. Corpse, ashes, I don't know. Let's see. So we have Blizzard from the Solstice to Freed, so it's an AoE frost, pretty much. So it's pretty cool. But again, there's something better in here that gives you AoE frost, so... Black Flame Arc, so also Sister Freed, so... Gives you Black Flame buff on your weapon, which is pretty cool. Now I have to talk about Frostfall. So Frostfall is the most complex weapon in Cinders. Just... If you need a weapon that does literally everything, this is it. It does everything. It has ranged, it has AoE, it has quick attacks, it has everything. So this is Muffin's sort of final farewell to Cinders, was this and the Colossus, so... He put everything he knew about modding into this one weapon, so... Yeah, unfortunately it does make a lot of other weapons a lot less... Well, hey, other weapons seem a bit lesser, because if I've got this as an option, why would I use anything else? And that's also the reason why we don't have Bloodborne transformations, is because, yeah, we have a robust weapon roster. We don't need stuff like this coming in and make it be the only thing people are coming along for. So, yeah, it's never going to go away, unfortunately, but I do think its inclusion was, yeah, it's a bit too much for what Cinders should be, in my opinion at least. And what else do we have in here? So we have the Fume Ultra Greatsword from the Soul of the Marauder. So it also has custom moveset done by Cat, and it's very, very cool and very powerful. It also has some custom VFX from me, so again, very, very cool. The Ivory King Ultra Greatsword, so also from Princess Yngvil's Soul, so that's the unfortunate thing, because if you've got to choose between Frostfall and the Ivory King Ultra Greatsword, what are you going to choose? It's going to be Frostfall. But the Ivory King Ultra Greatsword is really cool when you two-hand it, but it is just a standard Ultra Greatsword, at the moment at least. That weapon art will be changing. I did give Cat a Frost Laser for them to use, so Demon Prince Laser, but frost-coloured, so hopefully they'll do something with that, because that'd be really cool. Might make a stand up to Frostfall as an actual option. What else do we have in here? The Fume Sword, so this is the Fume Sword and the Fume Ultra Great Sword together. And again, more VFX from me, so use this, it's very cool. But yeah, you can see that it takes a little bit more than this, and it's a little bit more heavy, so this is only 26, it's 30, but yeah, if you're gonna get one thing from the Marauder, get the Fume Swords. These are really, really cool, they're really fun. Unfortunately, I don't have a build for them at all, because they're just strength, so yeah, I won't be using them, but oh well. And let's continue down here. So, Sacred Chime Hammer from Prince Dorthinus. So, this is pretty cool as well. A really good dark weapon. So, pretty fun, pretty cool. What else do we got going down here? Freed's Greatswife. So, this is the only melee weapon that cannot be infused. And the reason for that is it breaks the weapon up entirely. So, yeah. Also, there's no gap between the text and the skill there. Interesting. But yeah. Can't infuse that or it breaks weapon art. So unfortunately, it is just stronger without infusions. But yeah. A little bit sad, but oh well. The Rose of Ariandel, Miracle Catalyst. I've never used this, so I don't know anything about it. I'm pretty sure I used VFX for this on the Luck Torch, so the glitter from this weapon. That got used on the... Yeah, it got used on the Luck Torch. So, yeah. I like this weapon just for that. It gave me glitter. What else have we got going down here? The Night Slayer's Ring from the Soul of the Marauder. So, all of Sorog's drops got put onto the Marauder. Which, I don't know why you get this when you get the Fume Slayer's Swords. I don't know, it's just one of those rings where you're like, why is that there? The Wretched Pendant. Oh, I didn't know this was from Yngvil. So another option for Yngvil, but again, I don't know why you'd want it when you got Frostfall. It's just... This slows the wearer and nearby enemies, reducing their absorptions, and yeah. Then a very interesting one from Prince Dorthinus. This gives you a random effect every 15 seconds. If you remove it, it'll harm you. At least it should. I think it's bugged, and it doesn't. I'm not too sure, but it does give you some random effects. I don't know them off the top of my head, so some are good, some are bad, but Wiki has all the answers for that. So, what else we got down here? The Frost Flower Ring, also from Princess Yngvil. Another ring that this used to be from Vault. And this gives you a weapon Frost, but in terms of the Orcs, Frost is the worst. So all Frost really does, in terms of PvE, is make it easier to inflict other Orcs. And that's it. So you multiply this with Bleed, it tends to be pretty good, but on its own, Frost is not very good. So, yeah, I'd probably just go Ring of Punishment, because if you didn't know, these Orcs rings, so these four here, you can only wear one at a time. So I'd just stick with Ring of Punishment, in my opinion. And that's all these soul transpositions. And I'm actually going to grab Frostful, because I'm going to use that next episode with a sorcery build. So, yeah, I was kind of maybe wanting to use the Ivory King Ultra Greatsword, but again, 19 weight, it's an Ultra Greatsword. And I want to do sorcery build, which, yeah, if I'm going to split my stats up as much as it's showing on there, then I'm going to be very squishy, so I need something fast, so Frostfall, unfortunately, but yeah. So now we can actually head off to the Dread Keep. So there are 3 ways into the Dread Keep, so there is the Warp and High Wall that I showed in the episode. There is obviously the way through Freeze Room, and there's also through the Kiln, which, where's the Kiln? There should be, oh yeah, here. Yes, there's still the way through the Kiln, so we've already unlocked it though, so we can just go straight there and end off the episode there. And so, yep, now we're in the Dread Keep. Get out here, take a look at this. So that's all will be next episode. And I am going to be going int build because I want to show off Hidden Body with the angels. It is very useful. So yeah, that'll be next episode. But once again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.